It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Chiefs and the Silver and Black, and it's coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant. Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now here's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one, because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Carter. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he has advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams, 81 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Myers in motion right. First down throw, O'Connell. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to throw, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 46 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And O'Connell now to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's O'Connell. And the catch made by Johnson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Myers in motion right. They'll go for it. O'Connell. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And once again, O'Connell back to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. O'Connell's throwing for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting good yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, O'Connell. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long. O'Connell now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyree Wilson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Myers in motion right. Now O'Connell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. O'Connell here on 4th down. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the big fella. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Now it's O'Connell. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Mahomes will throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes second down. Again, it's Pacheco. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks.
And this is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 8, 47 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.